Hello everyone, let's talk some comics here with Deviant.fun, and today we bring you a manga title, one that I've been anxious to read for so long and I regret every day that I spent without reading it. I'm talking about Junji Ito's UZUMAKI. This is the compiled volume, 3 in 1, with all the stories of UZUMAKI. Uzumaki, I believe it means spiral in Japanese. This book is all about spirals, and you might think, just like I thought, how the hell can someone do a compelling book of horror based only on spirals? Because that seems so limited. But the thing is, this guy found a way to get every possible form of spiral that you can find in nature and make it something horrible. I can say that the experience of reading this book is, I always felt uncomfortable, in that good sense that you want to be when you read a horror book. This revolves a little bit around this character, but not only. It's about the whole village. Kurozu-cho, a small fogbound town on the coast of Japan, is cursed. According to Shuichi Saito, that's the guy we saw there, the withdrawn boyfriend of teenager Kirie Goshima, their town is haunted not by a person or being, but a pattern. Uzumaki, the spiral, the hypnotic secret shape of the world. This bizarre masterpiece of horror manga is now available in a single volume. Fall into whirlpool of terror. So we see Shuichi is one of the first persons that understands that something wrong with the town itself and with its people and with the pond that surrounds the town. So is one of the first to acknowledge that some kind of curse or something very, very weird related to spirals is happening, because his family is affected by it, and then he becomes to see, and then he sees that some other stuff happening that seem that are seemingly how do you say it? I'm stumbling on my English. Well, that have things in common with what he saw. So as you can see, Junji Ito plays with the whirlpools, their spirals. He also plays with smoke. The smoke will do spirals when people that were haunted by spirals is cremated, for example. Of course, you will play with tornadoes because they're big, destructive spirals. But you will also, and that's the thing that will give you the creeps, you will also use the spirals into body shapes. So you'll see parts of bodies being deformed into spirals, whole bodies, entangled bodies, you name it, you've got a little bit of everything. Here you can see the spiral smoke, right? So people will be obsessed about spirals as the disease or the curse spreads. Shuichi's mother will be very affected by this spiral stuff after his father demises because of his spiral obsession too. Like I said, it's one of the first deaths in the book. And it will go on to other characters. One is this girl that has a scar on her forehead that when you look closely you can see it's a spiral and it will start devouring her. There's lots of exploits that Junji Ito does with the spiral form. So what we see is Shuichi and his girlfriend trying to escape all the horrors that keep coming. The town itself, we understand that will try to shape itself also as a spiral. There's something wrong, something very weird happening with the town itself, and the inhabitants will all gradually become affected, and we'll see Shuichi trying to get away from all this weird, super dangerous stuff. And you never know what's coming next. It's always a tension, apart from the peculiar way he has to depict distorted bodies. Look at this. These are horrible things, horrible imagery, but he does it so masterfully. It's incredible. Snails also have spirals on their shells. That will also be explored here in the book, but I won't say how. I don't want to ruin all the experience. But what I can say from this book is that it's one of those who, when you finish reading it, it stays with you for some time, and you really feel like you've been punched in the stomach. It's really a powerful horror read. And guess what? You don't have a single monster, you don't have a single shot being fired. This is what true horror is playing with your psyche, playing with your stomach, making it revolve, and coming with super intelligent ways of exploring this spiral madness. So I can't praise this book enough. I don't know if it's Junji Ito's best work. It is definitely the most acclaimed one, but I'm not sure if it's the best one. I've got Tomie to read. That's also one of his well-known works. It's been compiled by the same in the same edition. It looks just like this by Viz. It's a very similar book. They almost don't. You can't almost tell them apart. So it's a little bit thinner, but it compiles all of Tomie's stories. Tomie is a girl that enchants everyone. There's also a story here that touches that part. A girl that seduces everyone in her way and destroys them. So yeah, I don't know what else to say, but to give it a 5 stars in the horror genre. If you're into the horror genre and you're looking for something different, something that it's not vampires or werewolves or what the hell, this is a different level of horror that will mess with your head much more and will leave an imprint on you. And that's what I look for in books that make an imprint in me. And this has definitely done so. So kudos to Junji Ito. He really deserves all the hype. So please do yourself a favor and go check it out. Uzumaki, of course you can buy it at Deviant.fun.biz, but whatever you may find as a way to get it, just do it and read it. You won't regret a single second that you spend reading it. So that's it. That's all I wanted to say. So you know the drill. You can of course buy books from us at Deviant.fun.biz. We have an extensive catalog online. We have many other books that you can request us by email, because our suppliers have tons and tons of books, but we can't have them all in the shop. We can also find you some rarities if you're having trouble finding a book because it's out of print or it's coming and going and you can't seem to get a grip on it. Maybe we can help, free of charge, no compromise. And you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram. where we post these videos and some news about the industry and the comics that are coming out and etc. And we specialize in collected volumes only, not single issues. Sorry about that. And yeah, and that's it. So stay safe and well, have excellent reads, and until our next video, bye bye. So Deviant.fun out in 3, 2, 1. See you.